Traders, welcome, guys. Welcome. Hope everyone had a great weekend, and hope you're ready for hopefully a good market this week. It is a holiday, so equity markets closed. Close will be closed tomorrow. We did have some selling last week, so we'll go over that. And it is somewhat of a concern. All right. So VIX went up a little bit, right? A little bit. So we'll take a look at everything here this evening. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Welcome. All right. Currently, futures are up. All right. So the Dow is up 271 points right now on the Dow futures. NASDAQ's up 200 points. But again, equity markets are closed. All right, on Monday. However, for your e-minis, you can still trade in the futures market. Okay. Yes, last week, on Friday, right here, the Dow was down 250, 256. I think in pre-market, right, it was down almost 600 points. Okay, so some concern with the equity markets rolling over right now. The dollar index is holding right at that $100 mark right here. We do have a sell short signal, right? We can see the dollar breakthrough, guys. That support, big support here, but right now it's holding. Okay, but good news. Futures are currently up right now, but will not affect the market, the equity markets until Tuesday. We do have white candles that came in. All right, so a couple of areas we need to watch. We need to watch these white candles here on the Russell. All right, the Russell pulled back quite a bit. Right, the white candle right here on the Russell, guys. Okay, so we're still holding the buy signal, but I would say just really trade equities lightly. We've seen Stock Boss and Bullmaster with Hit Seeker pull back a bit. Okay, so still market is still tradable. Hopefully we get a nice bounce this week. All right, but this is a concern here. All right, white candle here on the Russell, the IWM, and also on the Dow, we got a white candle here. It's hard to see a small white candle here, but all four of the indexes rolled over a bit. S&P has all green candles, and the Nasdaq has green candles. All four indexes still holding their buy signal. Okay, but we've gone up quite a bit. All right, so we are due for a correction. Okay, so I mean, we've gone up quite a bit from the lows, and we're near the all-time highs. Okay, so we are definitely due for a pullback. All right, definitely due for a pullback. So whether we break previous support right here, right, sellers come in heavy here, or we just consolidate and then hopefully move higher. Ideally, we would like to see a bounce this week, right? A bounce come in and then start testing resistance here, and then hopefully break the all-time highs. Okay, but we are coming to the end of May. All right, getting into June, and that's not the right season for buyers. Okay, so May, June, July, especially June, July, August, right? And into September, these summer months are not good. Okay, so we really should not be tempting to break all-time highs. Okay, right now we should be bearish. Okay, at least coming from the highs, bearish. So it is concerning. Okay, it is concerning. So just be aware of that. And the VIX is at 22. We need the VIX to be below 20. The VIX was at, I think it made a low of, what was it, 17, and then jumped up to 18. Now it's at 22. Okay, so that's not good either for the VIX. Okay, so we're in like a middle ground here where we can go either keep going higher or break down. Okay, so that is the concern right now. So be cautious, right? Just pull back on your perhaps your size and the amount of positions you hold. Okay. All right. And again, futures are up, so that's good news. But that will not affect the market tomorrow since we are closed tomorrow. Okay. Uh, Big picture on the Dow. We'll get to the Max 7 in a minute. So the Dow, guys, see that white candle right here? See that pullback? We really needed to stay above, right, above resistance here. All green candles. We needed to continue to move higher. We've pulled back quite a bit there. Okay, so just be aware of that. On the weekly time frame, we had a white candle a green candle last week. That's turned to a white candle. All right, that's a concern. All right, so we went from green. Previous week was green, now a white. That's not good. Okay, not a major concern, but keep an eye on it. Dow monthly time frame, that's holding. S&P on the daily time frame, again, a pullback here. Most of last week, we corrected. Okay, we pulled back most of last week. Okay, I think 4 of the 5 days we were down. Okay, S&P on the weekly time frame closed on a green candle, so that's fine here. Okay, but still, again, we looked at the daily here. We've pulled back a bit here. S&P on the monthly, that's holding. NASDAQ, again, pull back here. The concern with NAS is that we don't want to fill in that gap here. If we fill in that gap later this week, that would mean we'll come all the way down here. Okay, so we need to hold above that gap. All right, above that resistance level. Ideally, again, we need a bounce. We would like to see this week. All right, we'll need, basically, we have 4 trading days this week. So we'll need to see basically every single day where we are up or flat, up to flat. Okay, we don't need any down days this week. No down days this week. Okay, so just be aware of that. And again, this is how close we are to the all-time highs, guys. Right? That's how close we are. And we've come up a long way here pretty fast. So we are due for a pullback. Okay? So if it happens, we should not be surprised there. Our equity traders, our bull master stock boss traders. Okay? Be aware of that. On the weekly time frame, green candles here. Monthly time frame, all right, need a nice bounce here. Still near the all-time highs. The Russell, big white candle came in. All right, so very concerning here with the Russell, big white candle, and never really stayed above the buy signal here. Okay, all right, so be aware of that. Russell on the weekly time frame, we do have a red candle. That's not good for the Russell here, guys. Red candle here, finished the week last week. Okay, we don't want to start retesting that trend line here. And the monthly time frame, it's holding here on a white candle. All right, Bitcoin is doing good. Bitcoin made a high, guys, from our buy signal. Our buy signal on the daily time frame, which is where we look to enter into Bitcoin. All right, so daily time frame, buy signal came in at 94. We are trading at 109. All right, we talked about breaking that resistance right at 107, right? 107, right about here. So we're above 107. We're at 109. I think Bitcoin made a high at as high as 111. Okay, so right now it's holding fine. All right, so here is the open for today. And green candle here, so it's holding fine. What we'd like to see is it retest the highs right here at 111, but holding its buy signal nicely here. All right, the one encouragement, right, good news we have for the equity markets is that Bitcoin is moving higher, and the Bitcoin and the equity markets tend to move in the same direction. Okay, so that's encouraging here, but we have to trade each market independently. Okay, so middle low here, right? Nicely done. Markdown accumulation, right? Broke resistance here. Markup, buy signal, moving up nicely here on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin continues to hold, we have no resistance above, guys. So Bitcoin can go to 120, 130, or even higher. Okay, we'll see what it does. Okay, Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, we got a buy signal. Look here, we got a buy signal here on Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. Okay, that's big. That's big news here. So we'll see if it can break through that resistance here. Okay, we don't want to pull back here. See if it can break through that resistance. And that buy signal came in right at that resistance line right here. All right, so that was last week, and this is the current week right here, weekly time frame, So Bitcoin looks good, and that should help with your other cryptocurrencies. Okay, so those other cryptos that are out there will follow Bitcoin's lead. Gold is holding fine, guys, on the weekly time frame. Buy signal here on 2,400, trading at 3,300 and change. All right, buy signal here. We're going to bring this down. Really, here is your resistance right here. Let's see if we can break through that and move higher here on gold. Silver is finally trying to break resistance here. Big candle came in right today. All right, let's see if we can break through that resistance here finally. Lots of consolidation in here, but we are moving higher. We can remove this here. All right, we are moving higher. Buy signal was here on a break of this resistance, so we can move that down here. So silver was in a tight range right in here. Finally broke through. Buy signal here. All right, choppy in here. Green candle here. Let's see if we can break through on silver, and that's on the weekly time frame here. Crude oil, let's see, just holding here at 61, so that's what we want. Not tradable, okay, but good for crude oil. Bonds, we've moved the TLT bonds, guys, to the monthly time frame. It says daily here, but that's the monthly time frame right here. We're looking to see if it will break through a big support right here. What we would like to see is a bounce. All right, is a bounce here. Let's take a quick look at the weekly. All right, so weekly we getting a bounce here. That's good, right? And let's take a look at the daily. Hopefully we've got some white candles coming in on the daily. Nothing yet. No white candles yet, but we'll leave this. We're going to bring that in. Hopefully we get some buyers to come in. It's holding that support there. We've got good support. All right, so we got good support right here. All right, right here, right here. Let's see if we can get a bounce, okay? We'll leave it on the daily. Dollar, you guys know what's going on with the dollar. Just holding here right near 100. Not good news for Forex though. So the dollar pairs here, the dollar, right, just consolidating right here, and then pound yen just consolidating right here. So Forex, not a lot of movement. However, the pound pairs and euro pairs are moving. Okay, we'll take a look at those. We do have some positions in those. Pound yen, lots of consolidation in here. We've got to break through. Hopefully, we can gather some buy-in right here in this triangle here and break through. The bias is to the upside. Okay, so the bias is to the upside. So mark down, mark up. So if we get another buy signal there, that's reaccumulation, okay? All right, so mark down, mark up, bought here, sold here, bought here, sold here. We're looking for another buy signal here on the weekly time frame in pound yen, but the rough consolidation right in here. If we can break through and get a buy signal, that will be great, okay? Take a look at current positions in Monster Scalper. We've added a few positions earlier this evening. Let's take a look. Monster Scalper on the 60-minute time frame. All right, 60-minute time frame. And I've heard from a few of you guys that are trading the pound and euro pairs. Good job. Good job. All right, so pound Swiss, guys. Pound Swiss. Buy signal here, sell signal here on the 60-minute time frame. Close that trade, please. All right, pound SGD. Pound SGD. Buy signal here. That's holding. Pound Aussie. Buy signal here, sell signal. Close the trade, please. Pound Aussie. Pound New Zealand. All right, buy signal here, sell signal, red candle, white arrow here, close the trade, please. Okay, if you caught it right in here, not bad. Trade for a few pips. So pound New Zealand, close that trade, please. Pound PLN, all right, buy signal here. White candle, looks like we got a red candle coming in right here. As we speak, we'll go ahead and just close that there, all right? So mark down, mark up, buy signal here. All right, decent trade here. Go ahead and close that trade. Euro TRY, buy signal here. Trading perfectly right now, guys. EUR TRY, right? Breaking resistance here. EUR HKD, buy signal here. Breaking through that resistance. That's reaccumulation right here. All right, decent trading here. Bought here, sold here, bought here, sold here, buy signal here. And now we are breaking resistance here, okay? All right, buy signal here. And here we are breaking that resistance here. EUR HKD, that's your Hong Kong pair. And then we have euro dollar, all right? Euro dollar, that is moving higher also. Keep an eye on these euro pairs and pound pairs, okay? Especially the inverse, the dollar inverse. Here we go, markdown phase right here. All right, so follow your process. Here is our resistance right here. All right, resistance right here. This is where sellers came in before, right here, guys. All right, and now we are breaking through that resistance here. So bought here, sold here, bought here, sold here, buy signal. And now we're breaking out on the 60-minute time frame. And we know the 60-minute has not been cooperating, okay? So just be aware of that. Trade lightly, guys. There's some shorts in the yen pairs. Okay, so shorts in the yen pairs. Hold on here. So we called a few shorts, but be careful. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Hold on, guys. Hold on for me. I lost my chart here. Hold on. All right, there we are. I hate when this happens. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so USD, EUR USD, okay? So buy signal here, we are moving up nicely here, okay? That's on the 60-minute time frame. On the 240, on the 240 right here. And these are longs, okay? Longs. The 240 is performing a little better right now. Let's take a look. All right, so pound Aussie, guys, pound Aussie. All right, buy signal here, holding for now. Pound Aussie, okay, pound Aussie here. Pound CAD, buy signal here, sell signal, close the trade, please. Pound CAD. Pound HKD, good trade going here. Buy signal here, guys. Nice price action. Look at that, right? Decent trade going here. Buy signal here. All green candles. We're moving higher here, right? This is an area here. If you wanted to, right, just be careful. You could have scaled up here, scaled up right here. Good price action on the 240 there. GBP HKD. All right, pound New Zealand. Buy signal here. It's holding here for now. Let's bring in a trend line. All right, let's do this. And let's remove this. All right, so buy signal here, holding the trend line. We need to break through here and keep moving higher. All right, pound New Zealand, pound SGD. All right, buy signal here. We had sellers come in, red candle. We called it back. Right here, buy signal, and now we're breaking out there. Pound SGD. And then pound dollar, guys. Pound dollar looks good, right? Buy signal here, and we're moving up nicely right there. Reaccumulation trade here, okay? Purpose, support, and resistance. Keep an eye on that, please. All right, pound dollar here. Euro Aussie. Buy signal here, red candle, sell signal there. That's too bad, guys. Really good markdown phase. Okay, we were hoping to get past resistance here. We'll keep an eye on it. If we get another buy signal, we might call it. Okay, Euro Aussie. That's too bad. Let's close that there. EUR HKD. This one is performing well. Buy signal here on a break of resistance, and we're getting past sellers right here. All green candles, yellow support and resistance. That looks good right there. And we have a good upward trend line. So that's a reaccumulation trade. Nicely done in the markup phase here. All right. So bought here, sold here. That's a high buy signal there. Bought here, sold here. Buy signal here. And now we are breaking out. Okay. EUR HKD. EUR NZD. All right. Buy signal here. Lots of consolidation here. Sell signal came in quickly there to close the trade, but we have a tight range right here. All right, so let's see if we can break through again. We might call it. Okay, EUR NZD. When they have these tight ranges like this, guys, they'll sometimes break out, and it does like to break out. Okay. It broke out here and then broke out here. So just a matter of time before it breaks to the upside there. Okay, so keep an eye on it. We need to remove it for now. EUR SGD. We have a buy signal here. And this is a good setup. No guarantees, guys. All right, so we have a markdown phase here, accumulation, right? Buy signal here, and we are moving higher. All right, our target all the way up here. EUR SGD, EUR TRY. EUR TRY, right? Nice tight consolidation here. Look here. We're in the markup phase, reaccumulation. And this is just the current trade. All right, so bought here, sold here, bought here, sold here, buy signal here, moving up nicely. TRY finally giving us a good trade, right? Sometimes this price action just does not look good, but this trade here looks good here. EUR, TRY, buy signal here, moving up nicely there, okay? And the last one here, longs, EUR USD, those inverse dollar pairs are moving. Okay, so keep an eye on those. So here is our trend line here. Okay, so bought here, sold here, bought here, sold here, buy signal here, and we're looking to break through that resistance here on the 240 time frame. We do have some shorts. We'll have extra time this evening, so we'll go through equities, see if anything changed on Friday. Short positions on the 60-minute. We did send out some alerts, short alerts on the 60 minutes in Monster Scalper. Let's take a look here. Oh, come on, again? Oh. Come on. Really finicky this evening here. Hold on, guys. Happened again. Keep an eye on pound dollar. Pound dollar on the 60-minute time frame is really moving. And euro dollar will follow also as well. All right, hold on. I'm just moving too fast here. All righty. All right, so we do have some shorts. Okay, so and these are the yen pairs. All right, so EUR JPY. All right, so short here, buy to cover. I think it might have been this one here. Yeah, I'm not crazy about these shorts. Okay, I think the best trade right now are these euro pairs, euro pound pairs. Okay, guys, so be careful shorting. SUD JPY sold short, green candles here cover. You might find better opportunities on the 240, but even with that, look at that, just a mess. Close that trade. Pound yen on the 60-minute. Look at that. HKD. Green candle here, cover. So cover that. USD JPY. Green candle here. Sell short, green candle, have to cover there. So just be aware of these shorts. TRY JPY sold short. I think it was here. Yeah, I don't think it was here. Here, still holding, but we're going to close that, okay? All right. Let's take a look at equities from Friday. Remember, equity markets will be closed tomorrow. So let's see if anything, because the next day we'll look at equities is Tuesday evening. So if any of these close, you'll have to get out Tuesday morning. Okay, so let's go through these. And we added, we saw a move on Friday, guys, with GameStop and AMC. So we've added AMC in Stock Boss, and I think GameStop is in Bull Master. Okay, so let's go through this. We want to see green candles or buy signal holding. All right, white candles will close them. Okay, based on the pullback in the markets last week, We got a white candle, we'll go ahead and close. Green candles will keep open. Red candles will give a sell signal. Okay, we'll go through this quickly. We need green candles. All right, green candles here, holding, 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 holding. Green candles, holding, holding. Financials here. Let's see here. OPRT, white candle here. Let's close that, guys. Just in case sellers come in heavy there. TIGR, white candle here. Small white candle. Let's close that. Good, good. Good price action there. This is a healthcare sector there. Holding. Good price action there. And good job, Simon. I think Simon did what, 1100 one day last week trading one of these stocks here in Stock Boss. So good job, Simon. Keep it up, bud. KOPN, white candle here. Let's close that. All right, good price action. Good price action there. All right, but we want to pull back on equities right now. We'll take a look at Stock Boss and Bull Masters hit seeker, okay? All right, so we change a few in Stock Boss. Let's take a look at Bull Master here. Again, green candles, we get a white candle, will close. Red candle will close. White arrow will close, okay? Green candle will hold, all right? All right, your symbol will be here. Price action is here. Current price action. Good price action here. Good. We have a lot in Bull Master here. All right, CMI, white candle here. Let's close that. Small losses, big wins, guys. So as soon as we see sign of sellers come in, good. SSYS, white candle here. Let's close that. Consumer cyclical. Again, the market will open again on Tuesday morning. I'll always have traders get in touch with me. David, why isn't the market moving? All right. It's a holiday. All right, white candles here, purple support and resistance. Let's close that, okay? And it's near its buy signal there. All right, good price action. Good. Good. Let those winners run. This is the GameStop trade. So GME, we already called it. We posted it in the community. All right, perfect buy signal, guys, on this break of resistance here. And we know GameStop will run. Our traders have done well with GameStop and AMC in the past. They did a big write-up on us in the local paper here. The last time GameStop and AMC made a big move, our traders did really well. I got on the trade too. All right, that's a few years ago, almost 5 years now. I think 4 or 5 years. All green candles. All green candles. Good. EA. All right, EA. White candle here. Let's close that. Okay. Good price action. It's a lot in Bull Master. These are tech right here. That's the tech sector there. They're not all great charts, though. MSTR, buy signal here. White candle here, guys. Broke support. Let's close that. MSTR. That's holding here. NN, white candles coming in here. Let's close that. And it's failing to break resistance. I mean, you could get a bounce, but I want to take the chance. That's holding. OPRA, white candle here, purple support and resistance. Buy signal here, guys. Let's close that. So that buy signal was at 18.59, trading at 17.37. That can come all the way back down with some pressure. So let's close that. OPRA. That's holding, 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 holding. Good price action there. Good price action. Good price action. All right. Holding firm. Holding. Holding. Just a few more here. Holding firm. Good price action. All green candles. Good price action here. What we want to see of that buy signal. Okay. So not bad in Bull Master. Most of the stocks are holding in both Stock Boss and Bull Master. So that's good. Heat Seeker. Let's take a look at Heat Seeker. I know it's calmed down a bit. You know, at when the institutions really started buying, I think the highest amount we had, which was a record, in Bull Master was over 700 stocks. And Stock Boss was over 250. Okay, so let's take a look at Bull Master now. And that's GameStop. Look at GameStop there. Let's see, Bull Master for Heat Seeker, 66. So guys, we've come down quite a bit. Okay, so like I said, we were at what, 700 and change, then dropped down to about 500. Now it's 66. So they've cooled off a bit, and we are getting overbought. Okay, so just be aware of that, guys. Okay, if they come back in aggressively, we'll know. But 66, that's not a lot for Bull Master. Stock Boss at the highest, we were over 250. I think we might have gone up to 280. Let's see how many stocks we have now. We track over 22,000 stocks every day automatically. 74 in Stock Boss. Okay, so that's That's more than stock that Bullmaster. That's rare. Okay, that's rare here. So but still off the mark there. Okay, but that's good for stock boss. It is good for stock boss. So just be aware of that. Our stock boss traders, not that you can't trade. There'll always be opportunities to trade, but just manage your risk. Okay, manage your risk accordingly. Our US 30 traders, we are waiting for a buy signal on the 60-minute time frame here. On the daily time frame, we still look good. We're holding here. Okay, no buy signal yet. All right, on the US 30 daily time frame, but we right now this evening, right, we are holding. We got a bounce here on the daily, and we're coming up the lows here. We just need a buy signal. That buy signal will come in somewhere in this area here, and then we'll call it. Okay, same thing for NAS, but the NAS has a buy signal right here on the NAS 100. Green candles here, so daily looks really good, guys. Really good. 60-minute, right? Not as great. We have a lot of consolidation in here. Resistance is in here, right? We could get a buy signal somewhere in this area here, but we're really close to that resistance here, which is your all-time highs. Okay, all-time highs. All-time highs will be around 2022 and change. Right up in this area up here. So let's move this, give it some room here. Okay. All right, but two big candles here. All right, two big candles on the hourly time frame here since we've opened. Right here. Okay. Let's see here. Monster scalper, pay attention. We've sent out some alerts already. Okay, I would say be careful with the shorts. We're still consolidating, guys. Okay, so on the 60-minute time frame, right, we got about half consolidating, half trying to trend. Okay, so still not a great environment. All right, 240, we're coming down a bit, so that's good. We're getting more. All right, more volatility here, so we need that to keep coming lower here, but that's an improvement. I think we were all the way up here, guys. This were all red, right? Which means it's market Forex is consolidating, especially on that time frame. Okay, so you guys know Forex has been choppy, all right? But we have traders that are doing fine. Who was it? I think Nancy was in a couple of positions, pound positions. I think it was pound. Can you guys see this? I think it was pound Aussie. Which one was it? I think on the 240. Was it pound Aussie? I don't remember which one. But a couple of them. So there are opportunities. You just have to be very selective. Okay. All righty. Bitcoin, the best mover right now in the market, is Bitcoin. Oh, the Mag 7s. So Bitcoin, keep an eye on Bitcoin. All right. So if Bitcoin is at right at 108 right now, if Bitcoin breaks below that 107 mark, right, we get a white candle, which means it's not holding, right? That resistance level here, that's a concern. Okay, and could be a concern for equities also. The Mag 7s stocks, be aware of Apple, guys. Apple is in some trouble here. Okay, we never got a buy signal on Apple. All right, the last buy signal we got on Apple on the daily time frame was November the 27th of last year. That sell signal came in at January the 8th of last year. We haven't had a buy signal since then on Apple. Okay, that sell signal came in at 242. We're trading at 195 right now, and we got support right here at about 180, 175 or so. Okay, so be aware of that. Tesla is still holding firm here. Buy signal here, holding firm. Here's your markdown and your markup phase. Our target is here. Okay, Microsoft buy signal here. It's broken through that resistance. Keep an eye on Microsoft. If it comes back down below that resistance level right here, it is testing it right here. We could see Microsoft filling that gap. Okay, now we have gone up quite a bit. We're at the end of the buying season. Selling may and go away. All right, June could be tough. All right, June is usually a bad month. All right, July usually does a little better, and then August, September can be really brutal months. Okay, so we need to, we'll be on top of it, right? We track this every day, so we'll be on top of it. But just know that this might be an opportunity for buyers to just take profits, right? Be happy you got that bounce, okay, and now you might be able to safely get out. Okay, Amazon here, buy signal here, a pullback here. Google right here, buy signal here, just holding. Meta, buy signal here, just struggling to hold right here. All green candles, but struggling right here. And then, of course, Apple. Okay. All right, guys. I will see everyone on no classes on Monday here. So on Tuesday when we do our next live. Okay. All right. So Bitcoin. But again, Bitcoin can pull back. Keep an eye on. We'll keep an eye on the VIX for volatility. We'll see what the market does on Tuesday. Okay, if we have a big update, so the good news is we have a short week, so we can get buyers to come in. We have 2-3 days, right, of some good strong buying that will put us up. If it's the reverse though, if we get 2-3 days of selling, that will really put this market in some difficulty. Okay, short-term difficulty, but could turn into some long-term if that continues through the summer months. Okay, all right, too soon to tell, but just things to think about. All right, guys, take care. I'll see everyone on in the community. Make sure you guys are in the community, okay, and you're in that helping traders group. Help each other learn how to trade. Okay, take care, guys. Bye bye.